Yo,
Hey,
yo.
what's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this week's episode of Legion of Geeks. We have a super awesome episode this week. As you can see, we have a third person over to, what is that, my right? Hold on. Oh, yep, I'm pointing this way. There's Mr. Kevin Barrett.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, oh, there we go.
What's going on, dudes?
Dude, super happy to have you on, man. I've been waiting a long time to get you on the show.
I know. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank God we haven't gotten canceled yet, so that way you're able to make it on.
This might be it, dude. We may get canceled.
First and last of our guest spots.
Yeah,
I may be the reason.
It's definitely no. We definitely, it's not without trying. You know what I mean? So you should be good. If we made it this far, you should be good.
All right. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll keep it PG.
And then, as always, we got Sean over here to my other side.
What's up?
Your other right.
To find, which way the fuck? Here we go. This way.
You go.
It's backwards on here, so it's weird. I have to point the opposite direction. So Sean's here. We're back. We're ready to hit it. And this is our second installment of Geek'N Out. So we're gonna ask each other some questions. Keep it loose, keep it fun, keep it relaxed, but also dive as deep as possible. because we like to do that here. Get as deep as humanly possible.
Extend our A4s way out.
Pretty much as far as it goes.
There's a break.
Yeah, there's no means no until it doesn't. But well, there we go. I guess the show's over now.
But there's got to be consent. So if you guys are in the chat, you guys are consenting for us extending our A4s on stream. So
oh yeah,
just a heads up,
right in your face. So Kev, before we get started, dude, again, so good to have you on. And how's your week been?
Oh, dude, it's been a week. As you can hear, my son decided to share a cold with me because he didn't want to be the only one to have it. So I am on cold medicine and I'm drinking alcohol. So either my liver will explode live on the stream, or I might just pass out. But it can make for a fun show.
There you go.
Yeah. Whatever you do, just do it on camera.
That's all we ask. And then it'll go viral, and we'll make millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, man, just first off, I can't believe next week is Christmas. I didn't even realize that it was next week, which isn't a good sign.
It's crazy,
but
man.
that's happening, and I don't know if I'm prepared for that. I'm looking at my wife right now. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Christmas is coming late this year, baby. No presents under the tree this year.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. But other than that, man, things are good. Things are really good. Again, thank you guys for having me on the show. I've been tuning into the episodes and the last Geek'N Out. Am I correct with the segment? Yeah. I watched and I remember reaching out to Marcus and I was like, dude, this is really cool. I think that it'd be fun. And if you guys want to have me on, I would love to be on that segment. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
And then I cried and then I let you. I was like, oh my God, thank fucking finally. And then so it's all good. Again, happy you're here, man. And then so Sean, how you doing, bud? I know we try and keep it as informal as possible here. So
no, doing good. You're already ahead of us here. We don't have a tree yet, so we're way behind the Christmas curve, dude.
See, Sean doesn't have a tree yet.
Yeah, see, so you guys are good.
We're fine.
But no, we're chilling here, keeping it small. We're actually going, a few different places, so luckily nobody's coming here for the holidays, so we don't gotta worry about decorations and shit. And
right.
So that's kind of nice. It's made it real awesome. Easy.
Decorations and shit.
I'd rather drive than spend the time putting everything up and trying to make sure everything looks nice. But yeah, man. like Kev, dude, I can't believe that it's almost the end of the year. Like, it's just unreal, man. It felt like the year was so slow until like April, and then like everything else just disappeared, dude.
Like a rocket ship, dude. We just took off.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
You know, when our parents always used to tell us, it's like the older you get, just don't take being young for granted because time just flies and you don't even know where it goes once you get older. And then you're always just like, yeah, whatever,
Whatever, shut up.
fuck it. Yeah, I have so much more time. You're so old, fuck it. And then, like, I think I'm finally starting to pick up on that, like the last year or so, maybe 2 years, but definitely like the last year. It's like, dude, you fucking blink and it's January, then it's fucking December again, getting ready for January. Like, dude, what is going on?
Yeah, man.
100%, dude. It's fucking wild. And what did Smash Mouth say? The years start coming and they don't stop coming. Like,
dude, who knew that Smash Mouth was so fucking smart?
Who knew they were ahead of the game, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
How you doing, Marcus?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Everything has been, I mean, besides last week with the whole thing with my cat, who's now sleeping just fine right next to me, on his little pad. He's good now. So update from last week, everything's fine. It was a very expensive $1,500 just confirmation that he was okay. So I love throwing my money away for sure. It's always a good thing. I know, but he's fine. At least now I know, like, all the blood work, there's nothing wrong with him. All the X-rays, there's nothing wrong with him. There's no masses, so I know he's totally healthy.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
I wish I didn't have to pay that much just to confirm that he's fine.
It's an expensive peace of mind, but that's the best thing possible.
The little bastard, the next day, like, he was awful for like 3 days straight, enough to have me legitimately concerned to bring him to the emergency room in the first place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the little son of a bitch the next day, totally fine. And it's like, dude, you couldn't have acted fine like 12 hours before that.
Yeah,
I would have saved us a lot of money, bud. Like more food for you.
I hope he pays you.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I mean, he's gonna have to start cleaning my shit every day. I'm gonna go shit in his litter box and then have him go and clean it out.
That's what I mean. Just start pooping in his litter box.
That's hella funny.
See what happens.
Oh boy,
dude.
But dude, yeah. Other than that, great. We're about to have a super extended break for work, and I'm looking forward to that very much. So
that's really
so I just got to get through next week, and it is smooth sailing. Funny enough, I'm going to see Spider-Man tomorrow, so
hell yeah,
I
dude.
am fucking pumped for that.
Hell yeah,
way pumped.
Don't say shit because I'm seeing it on Friday. So don't say shit.
No, dude, yeah. Don't fucking say anything, all right? Yeah, I won't, dude. I won't spoil it. Apparently, though, apparently we've seen about this much of the movie compared to how much is actually in it, which is very exciting because I thought that, everybody was tripping that the trailers were going to spoil everything. Yeah. Why are you showing us all these villains? We already know that Toby and Andrew are in it. Like, what else can you spoil? So yeah. I was worried about that. And Kevin, I know you and I talked about that separately. About like, there's nothing left to spoil. Like, why are we excited for this movie?
Yeah.
So sure. It's really, really exciting to hear that, like, what we think was been spoiled has not been spoiled at all. And there's so much more surprises that nobody saw coming. I'm like super pumped now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really happy about that. I was laughing because I know Marcus, you watched the Real Rejects on YouTube, Sean. I don't know if you ever checked it out before as well.
Once in a while, yeah. But I haven't watched it about Spider-Man.
Oh my God. Well, I swear to God, like every week they had something on there about, some nerd like studied the trailer a million times and was like looking at all these little details. And if you look at this shadow, it looks like Tobey Maguire's profile. Like
his side profile on a night after drinking. You're like, how do you know that?
It's just insane. Like, that's definitely Andrew Garfield's left foot. I swear to God, I studied all the films he was in. That's his left foot. And I was like, it was starting to kind of, I mean, and here I am. Like, I made the choice to watch these episodes, but it was like bumming me out. I was like, why like, can't we just be surprised and just wait for the movie to come out? Like, why would
Yeah.
you want to ruin it for yourself? But Marcus, I'm happy that you told me that that the trailer, whatever we saw, was only a small portion of the film. So,
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Well, that being said, you guys ready to jump into it? We have quite the episode, so I'm ready to start running.
We do.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, ready to jam. Who wants
Let's
to go
make it happen.
first between your guys' questions? Both you guys sent us questions, so yeah, I got them lined up.
You know what, Sean? Because Kevin, I picked the questions. Why don't you bust them out
all
at
right.
random, and we'll just take it as it comes.
Hey. Okay.
Let's do that.
All right. So just to mix it up, we'll go with.
You like that? Did you like that?
It was good. We'll
It
go
was
with.
good, man. It made us both giggle.
That's what my girlfriend says too. I was like, "Did you like that?" She's like, it was all right.
It made me giggle. All right, we'll go with Kev's second question. Simple
This
one,
is gonna be
but it's
great.
a powerful one, dude. It's what defines you?
Man.
Dude, Kev, I was looking at your questions, and we were talking about it yesterday, and I didn't want to go too hard into like thinking about it because I know that just the initial response can just generate more discussion based off of what we say. But I was looking at that and I was dreading like answering that because I'm not even sure where to start. But
Sorry.
so it defines you, right? So I guess taking away, and I'm assuming I'm gonna go first then since I'm opening my big fat fucking
Go
mouth
for it.
first. But
Like you have this.
what defines you? So
Yeah, what defines you?
when I think about you, Kev, like
Okay.
I'll just say our experience, right? Because I've known you for a long time.
What defines
So-
Kev? That's
Like if I think about you, I'm trying to break this down for myself. So
It's
if I think
interesting.
about you, right,
Yeah.
what comes up to me is like the way that the experiences that we've had together, the way that you make me feel when I'm around you. And yes, I am coming on to you. I do say this stuff to everybody. So, but like on a basic level, the emotions generated from you, and your overall personality and like how you present yourself to the world is what I think of when I think of you. When I think of you, I think of you as a good dude, like the best person to be around. You're super funny, super smart. You're very family oriented and you're always there, dependable, and just awesome, very talented. So I think like what defines a person based off of that is what their God, I can't even spit the fucking words out.
That's what
It's like like characteristics, right? Like personality traits.
Mhm.
Personality traits like if you're an asshole, then you're an asshole, right? That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
If you're an asshole, then like
you
that
make it
defines this
easy,
person. Yeah, you make it easy. If you're selfish, it's easy to be like, all right, well, that person is selfish. If you're somebody that goes out of their way to help others, I mean, that I feel like that defines you. So I guess actions. I think that's what I'm trying to get
There
to.
you go.
And
Yeah.
took the long way around, but
You got
I
there.
think that my answer would say your actions are define what you are because like what you do speaks way louder than something that you might say.
Mhm.
And I'm guilty of that. I would sometimes in my past I've done things I wasn't proud of, and I would say that I would be better and be a better person, and I wasn't. And so I wasn't actually following through. And that shows me that I was just, like flaky and not dependable just to be who I said I was. So ever since then, I've tried to do, like do what I say. And I think that goes a long way towards people.
Yeah. So that was what you did. So what do you do now? Like that defines you? You're just trying to be reliable? You trying to be on the ball about everything?
Oh, define like me as a person?
Yeah. Because you told us, you used to be flaky and you tried to change that. So what are you now is what I'm asking.
Yeah. But like I guess this question, I was thinking of it more in terms of like a human being. What defines a human being?
Oh, okay.
I wasn't necessarily thinking of it like I was just using my personal And yeah, like I don't want this to turn into a Marcus therapy session. So in order to not do that,
No,
I'd rather not. I'd rather not air my dirty laundry in front of all these people.
Yeah.
I think I've said enough in terms of that, but
No worries, dude.
I promise. Everybody who's watching, I promise I'm not a piece of shit.
No, you're good.
I've worked to get better.
Yeah, no, that's all we can do as humans. And I think you're taking it, the right way with keeping it general, just what defines you, and it's got to be actions. I took it the more selfish route. I was like, well, I try to be, I would hope what defines me is just like being generally like nice. Like that's what I aim to try and put out there. If it's out, if that's actually what defines me to people, I don't know, but I was thinking more in those terms, but I agree with you 100%. It's got to be actions, and because that's when people aren't just judging off of random things you said. Like 9 times out of 10, they're going to judge on just actions. Like your reputation of actions are going to precede you for sure. So,
yeah.
What about you, Kev?
Yeah, actions I definitely think is a big part of it. When I was skimming over the questions and I decided to choose that one, I think the first word that popped in my head was personality, and I think that I've noticed myself as I've gotten older, and things start to change around me, and what I deem is important, or my priorities change, I should say. I feel like the question of like what defines me and what kind of person do I want to be, and especially, I mean, now being a father, that changes things, and what kind of person do I want to be for my son now? So I feel like over the years that defining always changed, but I think as I've gotten older, I've taken that word or even that question more serious. Because like Marcus, like you said, we've all done dumb shit that we wish we could go back. But I
100%.
almost think like the dumb shit and stupid shit you did, it kind of helped to mold you into hopefully becoming the person that you want to show to other people.
100%. 100. Yeah.
So I definitely think that, and you can even define yourself, by your family as well. I mean, the family that you grew up in, and if depending upon the family you grew up in, either it was someone who influenced you in a positive way, or if you had a family life and you realize that, hey, one day, what I'm going through now, this is not what I want to define me. I'm going to change and go in a different direction. So I definitely think it starts there, but I just think that as I've gotten older, just the way that I view myself and I view my surroundings has changed like tremendously. And then I really think about how I want to make sure I leave a mark, so to speak, on my family, my friends. So yeah, I guess I feel good with that answer.
It starts to, I mean, yeah, that's great, right? And that's there's a lot of different ways you can answer this though too, because there's people out there that would say like money and power defines who you are.
Sure.
And like your status defines who you are, and
yeah.
whether you're poor or not, or whether you're this like a person in power that not necessarily has money but is powerful, like a gang leader or something, right? But like they're just like the idea of power, and like that could define you too. And some people that is what defines them, but that doesn't mean, and like to them that's the right answer for them.
Sure.
And but like everybody's different, and if you feel like you're powered, or if you feel like your family is what defines you, you want to be a family man, you want to be the best person for your family, like your family defines you because they're the people, like you're making decisions based off of what's best for them and what's best for you. And so maybe the answer starts to become, it's like circumstantial for each person. There's not one central thing that defines everybody, because something that may be huge and defines somebody for someone else is different for us, right?
Yeah.
Comedians, their ability to make people laugh defines them.
Yeah.
On a professional level, but I do know that a lot of comedians, they it's very personal to them, and like they their whole life is they're always trying to make people laugh, And so I feel like if they're not making people laugh, like they might get down on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of comedians talk about that. Like they're just always they need to be funny, and so it does. Like it changes for every person. And I was thinking just in terms of like your actions define what you are, and I feel like that's probably the most general statement you can make for people overall. But yeah, I think ultimately, like, yeah, dude, it seems like it's very personalized to everybody, and just because we might not understand what defines somebody else compared to ourselves doesn't make it right or wrong.
Yeah,
Sure.
So yeah, I mean that's a very interesting question, though, Kev.
Yeah, that was a good one, dude.
I think I automatically went like deep with it, where I was just what Sean was saying. I mean, I think ultimately I want to be a good person. I want to be a good husband. I want to be a good father. I want to be a good brother, son, friend. But then there's other aspects that I think define me as well. I mean, that's the overall arc, I guess, is I just want to be a good person. But, I also hope that I can make people laugh and smile. And I think even being a musician as well,
100%.
I think that's a part that really defines me, or an artist. So I'm glad you like that question. I'm glad I chose that question too.
Yeah.
I think I learned a lot about myself just now.
Yeah,
dude, yeah, that's like a straight up like philosophy 101 or like psychology 101 like question. I wasn't prepared to go that way so quickly.
But dude, I love that. That's kind of what this segment's like quickly becoming, is just a journey into just taking a look at yourself. Whether it's for
especially
us,
into us.
Yeah, whether it's for you guys in chat, anybody who's listening elsewhere. But yeah, dude, I love simple questions like that just lead to bigger discussions. So
dude, that is a 3-word question, and that was one of the hardest questions I've ever had to answer on the spot.
Oh yeah.
In 3 words. That's amazing. That question carries so much levity that you don't even know what to say at first. You're like, fuck, I don't know. I don't even thought about this.
Yeah.
I'm glad you went first, because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean, I kind of like mumbled around it for a little while. With that, I'd said a lot of words without saying anything at first, but it's like I was putting the pieces together in my head. I was like, okay, this is where I want to go.
We got there.
Funny.
We got there.
Yeah. We'll lighten it up with the next one. You guys
in the chat though, real quick, Sean. Sorry to interrupt, bud.
No,
but
you're
like,
good.
Mel says, because we were talking about like making mistakes in the past, and Mel says, "Yeah, I married Sean. Could definitely be considered dumb."
Yeah, that's how I would define her. So it's only fitting.
That was ruthless. I love it.
Man, that stung me over here.
No, it's pretty brutal over here. I'm surprised I don't have any blood on my face showing. But there's a reason why I'm wearing a beanie. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Sean gets beat weekly, and we talk about it. This is our outlet for for the healing.
Yeah, this is my cry. No, but
this is boys' time right now.
Wait till you get to extend your A4 later.
Oh shit, dude. Man.
You have another question that popped up from what does that fucking say? What is your name, dude? GZDR Forev. If you pass a homeless person on the street that is begging for money to get something to eat, does that make you a bad person?
Wait, does it make you, if they're begging you for something?
Yeah, if they're begging for money and then like assuming that you don't give them anything or show them the time of day. Well, I know we've all done it, right? There have been times when I have not legitimately because I don't really carry cash on me. I pay with everything for card, right? So it's like there have been times when people asking for money is like, dude, I don't have any money on me. But they're not anywhere near food or anything like that. They're just kind of asking for money, right? It's like I don't know what to say, bud. And then there was times like if they're like right outside of 7-Eleven, they're like, hey, do you have any money? Yeah, like I do have money this time, so I will help you out. I'll grab something for you, whatever you need. So it just depends on, like, I guess, to me, like, what's your intention behind it? Like, I don't think it makes you a bad person if you pass them up. Um, I mean, I think ignoring them might be a little fucked up. Everybody deserves yeah, everybody should deserve a response, right? Like a basic human being deserves some kind of response. Like if you don't want to give him money, then you should say you don't want to give him money, and then that's that, right?
Mhm.
I don't think that makes you a bad person, but I guess, yeah, it's your intent. I think if you're walking down the street and you intentionally like, no, fuck this guy, yeah, that makes you a bad person.
Yeah.
Compared to like, yeah, I mean, it's hard to say with that statement because there's no context. It's more of a general thing that you mentioned, Bud. But I don't think it makes you a bad person if you pass them up. Like sometimes you just don't have the money. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sometimes you're in the hurry for somewhere else. But yeah, I think if you do anything disrespectful, I think that'll make you a bad person. Like,
Right.
if you ignoring them is probably the least of it, but if you do anything to like fuck with them, I think that would make you a bad person. But there's situations where they're it's not having any cash or anything on you that might help them out. There was actually one lady in our neighborhood too, where like I was probably in high school. I gave her like a few bucks, and she was like, "Oh, I only take 50s," and threw the cash back. So I'm like, dude,
What?
it's like, dude, like I'm trying to show you respect. I'm trying to help you out, and then like, you know what I mean? Like, so you
Yeah.
never know how the situation's gonna go. It's really just situational.
I
dude.
only
It's
take
wild.
50s.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. She wasn't all there, mentally, and just friend of a friend, who knew like her family, like they eventually got her help. So, but it was
Oh, good.
wild, dude. Like with those interactions, it's always just situational on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Dude, I think I'm gonna use that going forward. Like when I'm hanging out with like buddies, like, hey man, you have a couple bucks, and they're like, yeah, hold on, here, I got you, and then I'm like, no, I only take 50s.
100%.
Those petty dollars.
Yeah.
Put those things away. He also followed up saying the context of that question is they are asking for money to get something to eat, as opposed to some of them who just says, hey, do you have $1?
Yeah, if I got it, I'd give it to him. But I think if you don't have it and you don't give it to him, I don't think that makes you a bad person.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like if I have it, I've helped out homeless people a bunch of times. Like if I have it, I'll give it to them for sure. Because like, yeah, that sucks. Like fuck, I'm privileged enough to be able to give people a few bucks.
Exactly.
I'm the guy that like fucking spends $150 on my pets and then is like, hey, do you want to donate $1 to the pet shelter? It's like, yeah, fuck it, why not? It's just $1, But
Yeah.
like, trying to make up for my past. Tying into the first question, yeah, that's how I like don't go to hell at the end of my life. But yeah. So the context, yeah, I get exactly. So do you have $1, dude? So funny enough, right downstairs from my apartment, there's a Starbucks drive-thru, right?
Mhm.
And I go there pretty often because it's like literally, it's a 3-minute walk, but I'll take my car just to get the drive-thru. It's like that shows how fucking privileged I am, right? Like I'm taking my car to a Starbucks, right? I could see from here my window, just to go through the drive-thru because I'm too lazy to do it. So I'll go through the drive-thru, right? And like every so often, there's this guy, and he walks through the drive-thru line, and he knocks on every single car's window, and he'll be like, "Hey, do you got $1?" And I'm like, the way he says it is funny, by the way. But like, hey, do you got $1? And I'm like, no, dude. Like, I only have a car. I don't have $1. Thanks. Well, because he says, hey, do you have $1 for gas? And like he says it for gas, and he's not driving. And clearly, this man doesn't drive. And
You're like, sorry, I'm in the 50s.
And then I'm thinking too, like, wait, like, yeah, I was just polite to him and I said what I said. But then, like, when he's walking away, I'm like, yo, this guy just asked for $1 for gas. It's $5 a gallon right now. It's like, how fucking far do you plan to get with $1?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna put $1 in. You're gonna start to drive away from the pump, and then your car is gonna just die again. Like as soon as you pass the pump.
Yeah. And dude,
and then you need another $1. Like why not ask for 5 or 10? Don't ask for $1.
Yeah, and dude,
I don't
if it's if it's a different situation, say you were at a gas station, then I don't have change, but I can if you hang around, like I'll put $5 in your gas tank or something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It
yeah.
changes things, so it's all situational for sure.
And he does it like because I go there often.
Yeah.
I've seen him like 4 times,
Oh,
and
shit.
like I know his face, and I'm sure he doesn't know mine, but. Like the last time, dude, I couldn't contain myself. And yeah, call me an asshole for that. But like, as soon as the window came down, I'm like, yo, dude, I don't have $1 for gas. If personally, it doesn't look like you drive a car, and I'm just trying to get my coffee and fucking go. And if you're gonna ask for money for gas, at least ask for $5. I just like that whole thing that I can't get it past or out of my mind that's what he asked for is $1. And I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I was pissed the last time.
It's kind of that, dude.
But yeah, no, you're
That
good.
looks like another Starbucks drive-through. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then just I guess as a follow-up, because he's still in the chat. It's an interesting observation because they used to have those people who dress up as Santa Claus asking for charity donation, and I've seen tons of people drop money into their basket without asking for ID or what organization they work for.
Yeah, they still have that around me too, and I bet that happens. But like that whole thing, I feel like is a different situation, just because it's it's been around forever, and yeah, it's really situational. Like I said, like some people donate to that stuff every year, all the time when they see them, but who knows if they donate to other people. So I don't think either one makes you a bad person for not asking what's charity or whatever. So no,
Right.
yeah, I think it's all up to the person.
I think they would fool me, dude. Like the Santa. I think seeing the suit and seeing the little tin that they carry for the money, I would just assume that they were doing it for charity
100%.
and like give them money. So now I have to think about that every time.
100%.
Is this guy just gonna rip me off? Like go to put the money in before I do it. Wait a minute, hold on. Are you? I'm trying to. Let me see something here because I'm not sure if I want to do this or not.
Let me
need
see
to
if your ID
convince
really
me
says Santa on it.
to give you my money.
Jeez,
Mel says fuck Santa.
that makes you a bad person.
Oh yeah, okay. So next question number 2. Does that make you a bad person?
No.
Yeah, if you say fuck Santa.
Fuck Santa.
Well, yeah, that could be a whole different episode. Is the construct of Christmas and all that shit. So we went into a little bit of that on me and Mel's podcast stream.
Which anybody who's watching is on Mondays at what is it 7 p.m.
7:15.
and it's fucking awesome. So anybody who's watching this, go check out their podcast and stream.
Thanks,
it's
dude.
Machoffin, right? Like
Yeah,
twitch.tv/Machoffin.
Yep. I'll put it in chat right now. But yeah,
trying to plug your other show.
That whole idea, I know, yeah, build an empire, podcast empire. But shit, man, I think we covered that and then some. We can jump to one of our next questions here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
Show's over, by the way. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that.
You're welcome, guys. Good night.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's jump over to Marcus's first question. Keep it a little bit light and change it up.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
If you had the opportunity to obtain superpowers and become a hero, would you take it? Let's see what Kev has to say first, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's actually one of them. I remember being in my kitchen last night, getting a late night treat and thinking about that one. And at first I was like, I don't know if I want that kind of pressure, because I mean, as cool as that would be, and like, we pretty much worship superheroes. I mean, we're all comic book fans. We have been since birth. But then, like, the minute you have that ability, I feel like everybody's just like, you all of a sudden have this job to fulfill that, maybe you didn't want to do. Yeah. But then at the same time, like, there's things that like I see on TV, like I think there's been a lot of stuff that we've seen on TV recently, a lot of bullshit. And
how far back do you want to go? As I mean, there's
There's
Yeah.
been a
there's a
lot.
lot.
there's been a lot of bullshit lately, and I can't help but think, like what if Superman was actually real? Like, God, there's just certain people that just get wiped out real quick. Or like, I don't know, like sometimes like it sounds so nerdy to say this, but there's just a lot of like really awful shit that happens, and then it's just like, well, what if like heroes did exist? I mean, in the sense of like more of a fantastical superhero. But this is more of like, would I take the superpower? Right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of vague. So I mean, I don't know necessarily what kind of superpowers you would take on, but something that gives you, we'll say, super strength, super speed, durability, intelligence, all this stuff, right?
Yeah,
So
like a Black Adam situation, or Shazam situation.
or you got bit by a fucking radioactive spider, and now you're
Yeah.
Spider. So like something like that, like something that out of the blue, that just gives you, elevates you from 0 to 3,000 overnight.
You know what? I think I don't. You know what, man? Screw it. I think I would. I think I would do it. I mean,
You would do it. I know
Yeah.
you would do it.
Yeah. What the fuck am I talking about? Of course I would do it. I don't know why I had this like debate in my head. But yeah, I would do it. I mean, hey, I'm a sucker. I want to help people, and there's moments when things happen. It's like, God, I wish I could do something, but look at me. And I don't know. But then at the same time, you think about like, damn, like, what Spider-Man goes through, and he's got to save this person and that person and stop this and stop that, and then he has like algebra homework, and it's like, oh my God, I'm thinking, we got to put the baby down at like 8:30, and like, what if I got to do something?
What if fucking Green Goblin is about to blow the city up? Like, what are you gonna do?
So those thoughts go through my head, but I think if you initially you present me with that question, yeah, like I'm totally gonna take on that superpower, whatever that may be.
Yeah. Nice, dude.
No question.
I like that. Sean, I'm gonna have you go next. I'll go last.
Yeah. GZDR for forever for EV brought up.
First of all, hold on, GZDR. What does that mean? And what can we call you? Because I feel like saying GZDR every time I want to reference you is going to be like a lot.
We'll just say GZ for now.
GZ, we'll call you GZ.
They brought up a good point, and they said, you would be on call 24/7. When you go to sleep and find out the next day people were killed, you would question, what if I stayed awake one more hour?
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Game Zone.
Game Zone Doctor forever.
Game Zone Doctor. So I'll call Game Zone. All right, cool. Game Zone is good for me.
Yeah.
Or I'll call you Doc.
Either way.
I'll call you Doc. I'm a big Back to the Future fan, so I'll call you Doc.
Marty.
But yeah, I would.
Marty.
That was a perfect impression. Yeah, honestly, I with this question, the first thing I wanted to know is like, am I the only one, or is there like more? You know what I mean? Because that's a huge thing. And I especially, with that, the noting that like 24/7 you'd be on call.
Yeah.
If there's more than just you, then like, okay, cool, like no sweat. If it was just me, I honestly think I would still take it, and I would just realize that like, I can't do everything. Like, you're one person. I would try my best. I would probably be like we talked about in our other Geek'N Out. I wouldn't want to follow, like, if somebody gave me a book like this is all the good and this is all the bad, it's all black and white, I would say fuck that, and I would decide for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Yeah.
The person who wrote that book didn't have powers. Like, the person that wrote that book, who knows what their motivations are and like what gain they had. So like like if you're a superhero, and kind of like the Boys situation, where you're an organization that's owned by somebody else, and like it's like America first on everything. It's like, dude, that's not right. Like,
America first. Yeah, you're not
everybody.
a superhero. You're a government agent at that point.
Yeah. So I would say yes, and I would take it on. Whether I was a hero in some people's eyes or not, like that would be up to them. But I would definitely, would with the whole thing of being, a finite human, where it's like, we all expire. Like, why not, dude? Like, why not jump into this and have this superhero life for however long you're here? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah,
would.
that's great. You definitely would then. So
Yeah.
you and Kev are on the yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break the mold and say absolutely fucking not. No way, dude. There is no way that I would want to do this because, like, look, I mean, initially I thought about it. I was like, yeah, it would be great to have super strength and be fast and like extra smart and all this shit, right? It would be awesome. I would love to have powers,
Mhm.
but like, dude, do you see how much stress that these heroes are under whenever they're like doing stuff? Like, especially Spider-Man, or because
Yeah.
he's a kid still, and all he wants to do is go on dates and have fucking acne and premature ejaculation and
He wants acne.
yeah, like he just wants to go through regular stuff and
As
I
opposed
feel
to
like
spider
I
acne.
enjoy. Like, I wouldn't want to be sitting down having dinner with my girlfriend and then be like, "Oh fuck, I have to go," and like have to leave all the time, and also like how much pressure they're under to keep their family's identity secret because like they're always used against the heroes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like because they're like the villains are villains, like villains are a real thing, but like bad people, they would be like, oh, we can't physically hurt him, so let's go emotionally hurt him and go find their family and kill them or kidnap them and use them as ransom or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
you always have to worry about your family and your close friends and it's just a lot, It's like, fuck, you know what? I will let you guys handle it. You guys go handle it. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna drink and I'm gonna just worry about myself selfishly. Um, yeah, I would love to help people, but at the expense of like not being able to live my own life. I don't know that I could do that.
Yeah, it's way to put a damper on it, man. Thank you. We
No,
take a
dude.
big old-
Those are all
I
fair,
mean,
good points, dude.
yeah,
I
they're
think,
very valid points, and now I'm like second guessing my choice.
like, dude, yeah, I mean, you
Yes.
guys are both amazing guys, so I know that helping people, yeah, obviously you're like, yeah, over these powers, I'll try, and
Mhm.
but I just when I hear that, we're all comic book fans, we know what it does to these heroes. I'm
Yeah.
like, they're not like pleasant people. Like they're fucked up inside because of all the bad shit that they've seen people close to them die throughout the years, like in
Yeah.
terrible, gruesome deaths, horrible deaths where it's just on them. Like if you couldn't save them, how bad would you feel? Even though you had these powers, and like
Yeah.
they wouldn't even be put in that position in the first place if you weren't a superhero.
That's
Everything
very
would be
true.
normal. You would be in your little bubble.
Yeah.
And so, like, is it worth it? Yeah, I don't know. Is it worth it? No, I don't think so. Fuck it. I'm very content living the life that I have right now, and I wanted to stay that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
No, that's a good answer, dude. Super in depth and shit that we obviously didn't think about, dude.
He's like, I want to lay on my couch, and Kev and Sean, you guys can do that stupid
You
shit.
guys got
Dude,
I'm
that.
just gonna sit here and eat Cheetos, okay?
I want to shove fucking cheeseburgers down my throat on my couch, and just pet my cats. And I don't know. I'll watch it on TV. I'll watch it in movies.
But
Marvel
you-
and DC are doing a great job, so I'll do
Yeah.
that from home. I'll live vicariously through fucking Batman and Superman.
Yeah, but you
It's,
being our friend puts you in danger too if we're doing this shit. So
Oh, dude, that changes everything then. Because yeah, I would want to fend for myself. I'm like, oh, these guys can't fucking do it. Like, then my ego starts taking over. What? They're gonna be stronger than me? Like, I'm a piece of shit now. So like, yeah, of course I want powers.
that's funny, dude. Yeah, it just I think
forget everything I just said. Yeah.
delete the last 10 minutes of the tape.
Yeah, dude, you know what? I change everything.
No,
I still feel that way. I just, yeah, I don't know. It would put everybody I know at danger, and I just don't want to think about
Yeah.
having to
that's-
save my own family as well as the entire world all the time. They don't
Yeah.
ever get time to like chill or relax.
Yeah.
No. No, it is a sacrifice, and I do enjoy chilling.
Yeah.
That's a favorite thing of mine to do. So I don't know. You bring up really good points, and I don't know. Maybe it's just the beers. You know, you're like, "You want to be a superhero?" I'm like, "Yeah, damn right, I want to
Let's
be. I
go.
want to fucking find shit."
Fuck yeah, I do.
But
That's
then when you
funny.
put it that way,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's not just would you have powers, would you take it and have powers? It says the question is phrased, if you had the opportunity to get powers to be a superhero, would you
Yeah.
take it?
Yeah.
If they were like, well, do you want powers? Yeah, fuck yeah. Why wouldn't I? I'll
Yeah.
have these powers and I'll just keep it secret to myself and use them when I need to use them. But yeah, like if the caveat was that you had to be a hero as well, that changes things because then now it becomes
It
more
does.
about not about you, it's about everybody else now.
That's a really good point. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, so if I had like the ability of speed and say, I'm out and there's, God forbid, like a child that's running across the street and I'm at that moment in time, like, yeah, I'm going to utilize the power that I've been given,
Yeah.
but I don't want it to be this, oh, because he has this, we have
Let's
to
call him up.
All this responsibility is on him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I know myself, and I know that if I knew I had that ability, I would probably beat myself up that I wasn't at a certain thing at a certain time, that I'm seeing on the news. Like, I could have prevented this,
Yeah.
But that's me. I'd beat myself up over it, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, man,
Game Zone. Game Zone had a good point to add in. He said, Uncle Ben died 3 different times on Spider-Man's watch. So, yeah, it happens, dude. It happens.
He
My
did.
dad, he is a doctor. He's so smart. That's so true. That's so true. I don't know.
You didn't even know what to say after that. I guess we should
I
just end
know.
the show. Should we end the show?
And just end it. Yeah.
I think that,
You're supposed to end on a good note. I read.
No, yeah, I think that's the defining factor because that's what got me too. Is I would want to be like, if I decide if I'm a hero, I wouldn't be, I wouldn't want to be like for hire or for like, people just fucking calling you up and texting you about hell of shit going on. But yeah, with that, we can jump to the next one. Yeah. Let's bring up Marcus's second question. Are emotions rational or irrational?
What was that again? I'm sorry. What was that one?
Are emotions rational or irrational?
Oh man,
Yeah,
like I feel like it depends upon.
I'm gonna let you run circles on this one, Kev, for a second, and start to figure out what you want to say because I embarrassed myself on the first one. So you can go.
No, you were good, man. No, this is good. Because at first I'm thinking, it depends on the situation. Someone could, and you're see that then I'm thinking like, okay, well, this is my opinion of, with a certain situation, the way that you're acting towards the situation to me seems irrational, but that's my opinion. So does that make it right? That's where I kind of have. That's where I'm kind of like, I'm not really sure how to answer this one.
I guess to you, what would it mean? Because I mean, like we're doing discussion, right? So like I'm gonna say what it means to me. You say what it means to you. I don't know. Like, do you? And it's hard, like for these questions, like when Sean and I did it the other week, it was. Sometimes it feels like these questions, there's a place to meet in the middle, but like we try to make it a point to not be in the middle. Like we have to choose one side or the other. And so just knowing that, like that's hopefully that helps steer your response in a certain direction.
So I don't even know if I'm I kind of feel
you
like
need a sec. We can go.
Yeah, I can jump in.
If you need a sec.
Yeah.
I just feel it I don't know. It depends. I mean, I think that I feel like I'm getting like super deep with this, but I feel like
what is right? Let's define what's right. No.
Yeah, you know what? If the question is tough, dude, break it down section by section.
I mean, if you want to, I'll call out of work tomorrow. I mean, if you want to get it, we could just stay up all night and discuss
You know what?
life. What is life?
If we need to go do drugs right now, I will do it.
What is
Wait, what?
Wednesday?
Wait,
what
what?
is Wednesday anymore? It's just
I'm just kidding.
Wait, what happened?
What? Dad?
I'm trying so hard not to have like a coughing fit. I'm trying to keep it down. But it's I don't know, man. It's tough because I think society. Basically there's situations that happen where I feel like society influences you on, like for example, if a kid is at Toys R Us is no longer, but when Toys R Us was around, and a kid is begging for a bike, and the parents like absolutely not, and they're stomping and screaming. To me, that's an irrational emotion because society's like, well, that's not how they should act. That's not an appropriate reaction to that.
Mhm.
But then at the same time, you're like, well, it's a child. Like, they haven't really fully developed. Like,
Yeah.
They don't know what that means yet. Like
exactly. Like trying to explain it to a child. Like, come on.
they're expressing anger and disappointment, and that's just the physical manifestation of that. And they don't know that it's not okay to do that yet.
Exactly.
No, and it's like I don't.
But does that make it rational then? Because they don't know any better.
Exactly. In that case, now I think it would. I like to think of myself as a pretty level-headed person, and I like to think over time. I've learned to realize what's worth getting upset or angry over and what's not. And not all people can do that. And by no means am I saying I'm a perfect person at all.
You heard it here first. Kev is perfect.
I've seen Kev do every drug on the planet. So
perfect.
Really?
Perfectly.
No, I'm just kidding. He didn't do that.
He did them all perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all the drugs perfectly.
Hey, there is a bad way to do drugs, and there is a right way to do drugs.
Yeah. No, I have not.
We're safe on the show. When we do drugs, we do it the safe way.
Exactly, the perfect way, the right way, the rational way.
Yeah, the only way.
Over the counter.
I feel like I'm just kind of like just saying stuff. Someone should probably stop me.
I'll jump in.
Man, save me.
I feel like my answer's pretty quick because I'm a sensitive, emotional artist. Sean. Yeah,
you're a sensitive thug.
Yeah, exactly. So 100. I think from the point of view of the person, like emotions are rational, 100%. And I'm very empathetic, so like I can definitely feel people when like it feels like they're going nuts. I'm like, damn, like what is really going on in there? So I think they're rational to whoever's going through that shit because we're all going through shit that nobody else knows. So it's like from their point of view, it's rational, and from anybody else's point of view, I don't know if it really matters. So yeah, and like Mel said, she can vouch. Like I'm emotional and
you're a sensitive thug. That's what that's what she's saying.
That's my next tattoo, sensitive thug.
Yeah,
right across the belly, dude.
Yeah, right across the belly.
It's a white dude dressed in like gangster clothes, but like through his white eyes, looking at this white image and just like getting whiter and whiter by the second. That's what that means.
Are those tattooed teardrops? No, they're real. They're real.
Yeah.
Sensitive thug.
It's not a teardrop. It's a mist. It's a waterfall.
Yeah, you can jump in, Marcus. My answer is pretty quick, but that's how I feel.
I feel like emotions are rational. When I say this, I think about it from just like a primal state, right? Like you were talking. It was funny that you were talking about children, and they don't know what they're doing yet, and they're just expressing themselves, and that that because they don't have any context or haven't been in the world that long. They don't know what it means to be rational or irrational. They're just expressing emotions, right? So if you were an alien on this planet and you didn't know what you were looking at, what you were seeing, if something makes you angry, you're gonna get mad, right? And that's normal. That's not irrational to get angry to a situation that should make you angry. I feel like that's very rational, and I'm trying to think about this logically, right? I'm just trying to spell it out. Because the question asks irrational, there must be circumstances where like being angry is not a rational thing. Okay, so let's think about this then. Say one of your best friends, maybe you're a jealous person, right? And maybe one of your best friends gets successful and you feel angry that you didn't get successful. Is that irrational to feel angry because of somebody else's success? Especially your friend who you should love and respect, and like if either of you guys got really famous and stuff, I would be like, fuck yeah, I love it. I'm so happy for you guys that you're doing well in life, and all I want is for everybody I know to do well. So to get angry and then like feel bitter at that person, I feel like that's probably the only time that you could feel, and not just that specific instance, but like that's an example of like something where I could feel like feeling anger in that moment is probably irrational. You probably shouldn't feel that way, and if you do, that's why we have a lot of therapists. That's why you should go seek help and figure out your dark shit because there's something wrong that happened to you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, expressing your emotions is not irrational. Emotions are not logical. Emotions are like, you can't put. It's not 2 + 2 = 4. It's just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, there are circumstances where emotions can become irrational, but I think overall, I would lean on the side of them being rational.
Yeah, and just to add to your example, like, you know, feeling angry that somebody else that is successful. I feel like if you break that, I feel like that's a very surface reaction. And that surface reaction may be irrational, but what you're actually feeling is either, like, why isn't it me? What am I not doing like to get famous? And I feel like that's very rational feeling. Like, you know what I mean? What could I be doing better? I feel like that's super rational, but that takes a level of digging, like you said, with therapy or with just fucking, hopping on Geek'N Out with three dudes just talking on the internet. Like,
dude, yeah. I mean, the only way to get through life is to just watch twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks. Every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. PST. That's the only way that you get through this shit.
We're here to help.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna get the opinions of Sean and I, and sometimes Kev, whether you want it or not. And it's free. It's free therapy. You're here. We're here for you, and we're here for us.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was beautiful, Marcus.
Was it? I thought so. I think we did a good job there.
After listening to you two gentlemen, I kind of feel like I think ultimately you can't help how you feel sometimes. I think it can be rational, irrational, and that's based off of someone else's opinion. But if you feel a certain way about a certain thing, you can't help it. I think there's moments where I may feel a certain way, and I know not everybody may do this, but after feeling a certain way, you may kind of reflect on that and think, what was that the best way possible that I could have handled that? And that's not easy for everybody. I'm not saying that's easy for me all the time. But I think it can be both. I know you were like, you don't want to be in the middle.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, like that has to be a rule here. We can't be in the middle or on the fence, because that is an easy way. Because like, dude, all these questions, dude, there's like, there's like there's little things that you can say, like I can lean this way and I can lean this way, but we got to pick a side. We got to fall on one side of the fence. If we're gonna fall, let's fall hard and let's lean into it.
So I'm going to say that emotions are rational.
For sure.
Yeah.
You
There
feel
you
what you feel, and Sean, to echo what you said, I mean, of course, you can watch somebody react a certain way, and it may not be right to you, but you have no idea what that person's going through. So you just you feel the emotions that you feel, and that's that. And if it's rational to you, then there you go.
There we go.
Rational. I chose
We got three rationals. That's good.
Shit.
We are
Good.
all on the same side.
That makes it easy. Yeah. Let's jump on to Kevin's first question.
I'm gonna go back a little bit with the comments because we had some. Yeah. Jowdy's on Jarrell. He said, "What it do, you mother lovers!" Exclamation point. Driving home, got you all in the earpods. Nice, dude. Thank you so much for jumping in, bud. He says, "Shit, I love deep." That's what we're saying, dude. You missed the beginning, but we were talking about how if we want to get as deep as we can, as deep as possible. Until somebody says no, you try and go as deep as you can. And then yeah, even then, no means no.
There's a safe word. It's got to be a safe word.
Yeah, it's got to be something. Doc says emotions are irrational if you internalize it. How you behave towards others can be rational or irrational. That is a great statement, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Maybe you should be on the show.
Yeah, shit.
Maybe I should just bow out. This is your show now, my friend.
I think I should bow. I'm a guest tonight, and it's like the individuals who are commenting are better. I'm over here like, I think it's both sometimes. Like,
Jarrell says, friendly competition, I call it. If you drive up in a Ferrari, shit, I might need one just to make you know someone you love. Wait, what? Hold on, let me read this again. Friendly competition, I call it. If you drive up in a Ferrari, shit, I might need one just to make you know someone you love on your ass.
So Jarrell would need to get a Ferrari just to know that just his buddy who drove up in one knows that, like, oh shit, we're both pushing. You know what I mean? We're both
right.
Total competitive spirit. So
yes, but competitive is different than like full on anger that your friend is more successful than you, which is why we were saying, like, yeah, if you feel angry towards the people that are close to you, that they have great things, then yeah, you need help. In which case, listen to this podcast again. Twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. PST. He says success is what you chalk it up as, and then then he started talking about how that's how he gets through with watching us. It's great. I love it.
We appreciate you being here every Wednesday at 6:15 PST. Twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks. Thanks, bro.
Joel Joe space capital L
Joe Dizzle.
J. No, capital J, not lowercase j.
Yeah.
There's no little dot on the top of it. Yeah, no, this is getting weird now. Next question.
Yeah.
Sean, you're the question reader. You want to take this one?
Yeah. So this is Kevin's first question. I thought this was a good one, especially with the new movie coming up
next week, baby. I can't wait.
Are we in the Matrix?
Dude, that's so like, I don't even know.
Think about it.
I don't even know what to say, dude. I don't even know how to do this
for years.
If you don't think about it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Joel says, hey, real quick, before we get into this long, because this is going to be a thing. Every Wednesday, Twitch, etc., 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 etc.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks every Wednesday, 6:15 PST PM.
You're here, bro. What do you mean? You're here. You know what time it is, baby. Yeah, I'm having a great time, by the way.
Yeah, dude.
All right, dude. I'll jump in. I don't think we are, I can understand the thinking of it because just how much shit we don't know, and just how young we are as like a planet compared to shit that we're seeing. 100% understand that thinking, but personally I don't think we are. I think there's I think I think that would require us understanding, or require, like a whole nother species being able to trick us into so much. I just think it's like too much. Too much for somebody to try and control without already, some shit happening, breaking up with it, or, glitches in the matrix all the time. So
I have deja vu quite often, so I.
that
So
could
yeah,
be
I mean,
could be a glitch for sure. For
as
sure.
a fun side question, just because of this is spurting some discussion there. Do you guys experience that often?
Yeah,
Deja vu?
Oh yeah.
I
Like,
feel like more often than not.
but like,
Yeah.
how
Just
fucking
constant
weird is
deja
that,
vu.
you know? I can't even explain what that means because ever since I was a kid, I'm sure you guys too, it's like, dude, like you remember having a dream, right? But then you don't know what the dream is, and then like when you experience something in real life and you're like, whoa, like I've fucking seen this before. This exact thing. Like this has definitely happened in my life before.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it was a dream, but I don't remember dreaming it. But you're just so sure that what you are going through has been played out already. But you can only remember like maybe the next 10 seconds or something. It's a very small clip
Yep.
of what you actually experience as being like, I've done this before. This is weird. And that's when you always stop and you're like, oh, like, whoa, this is weird. This is deja vu.
Yeah.
It like short circuits your brain for a second. You don't even know what to do because you're like, I've definitely done this before.
Yeah.
In an area that you've never been in a state maybe you've never visited. You're just like, whoa, like I've seen this before. Like this has definitely happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the weirdest fucking feeling in the world.
Yeah, fuck it is.
It is, right? Like I don't know what else to say. Like, yeah, it's just the weirdest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
And as many times as I've had deja vu, I've never researched or looked into what I don't know, professionals or experts in deja vu like indicate why it occurs or why it happens, which
Mhm.
also is kind of weird to me. Like, why have I never like looked that up? But it is. I mean, yeah, you might be like doing something and all of a sudden you're like, wait, all of this has happened before in my life. Like, oh my god, like I remember I was holding this pen and writing this thing, and this was over here, and it is the craziest thing. It really is. And then seconds later, you're like, yeah, whatever.
You can almost call it out, like
Yeah.
when it starts to roll and you're like, oh, okay, like I did this, and then like you look over in the other spot because like it's like you were anticipating what was already like what you've seen before.
Exactly.
How is that possible? Like how is that possible?
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's some weird shit, dude. Unless
is-
our brains, because we don't fully understand the extent of our brains.
Mhm.
So, is it just our brains? Like, it's like if you're running, right? If you're a jogger and you're running, like, is it when you trip over like a little fucking rock or something and you stumble and then you just like you start running again? Is that our brains like tripping up? Not necessarily that we've experienced that before, but our brains are just running at a normal pace, right? Like it's doing its thing, and then maybe something happens. It's just weird, and like it stumbles, and our brain is a computer basically. So if a computer has to, it glitches. The Macs, they have the little fucking spinning beach ball thing.
yeah.
It's maybe it just needs a second to figure shit out. But in that second, when it's trying to reboot, like, it's running our bodies. So maybe that's just how we experience like the brain just kind of stumbling for a second.
Like
We're like,
a
oh,
little
wait,
hiccup.
I don't know what to do. Like, like I've seen this before. And it's just like a weird thing. I don't know. It could be that too. It could just be very basic and primal and nothing sci-fi or futuristic. It could just be like a weird thing.
Well, I think that's the thing. Is it's most likely that because I've tried to do bullet time multiple times and it's just not happening. I mean, that's the only reason why I want us to be in the Matrix. Is because I just want to be able to like, you know, I don't know, like jump towards Laura and like freeze and then just have the room spin around real quick.
Yeah.
And that's not happening. So I'm just like, I guess this is not the Matrix. So that's probably what it is, dude. It's probably just your brain just like tripping up real quick and then just figuring its shit out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I never thought about it that in depth before. But like that makes the most logical sense.
100%.
Without getting supernatural and like, you know, all this other kind of crazy shit like we're in the Matrix. And like, yeah, I know we kind of went off on a tangent about deja vu, but I mean, yeah, that can tie into, you know, the Matrix too.
Well, yeah, the whole, you know, the glitch in the Matrix, and that's why I kind of brought that up. And that's
yeah. Have you watched the documentary? On that, I think it's on Netflix. But that whole thing
on the Matrix,
I think is it called a glitch in the Matrix? I can't remember what the documentary is called.
I thought you were gonna try and pass off the Matrix as a documentary about Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, the Matrix was about Lawrence Fishburne and his experiences as a black man in the Matrix.
It's a documentary on how like Keanu Reeves was born. It's his documentary.
His origin documentary.
Yeah. No, dude, there's actually a documentary. I think it's called A Glitch in the Matrix. I watched some of it and I turned it off after a while, but it's just basically like scientists and stuff talking about how we are actually living in a computer simulation and that this is a whole fucking thing and they have their theories on it and I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
So this question. So we are in the Matrix, right?
Well, according to the documentary I saw, which no, it's not a documentary. It's fiction. So I mean, I don't know, dude.
Were you just watching the Matrix?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna fucking turn into Agent Smith in like 3 seconds right now.
Oh,
because you guys are breaking open the whole pipeline.
That's how I do.
I know it's bad. But yeah, apparently a lot of very smart scientists think that like there is an actual mathematical possibility that we could be living in an alien simulated future.
What?
I don't know how much acid that these scientists were on when they were coming up with that shit, but that's wild. Like there's no afterlife. It's just a simulation. Like all this bullshit that they put us through. And you know what? Fuck you guys then. If we are in a simulation, you fucking assholes. Like there's so much shit that you put us through all the time. And like we're just supposed to accept that this is just the way it is. You know, like
Marcus just disappears.
Yeah, well, I mean,
just gone.
It's been a pleasure talking to you guys, but I'm not going to see you anymore after tonight.
Marcus
I'm just going to fucking disappear. I'm gonna be gone after this. Tell my family I love them. Tell my girlfriend I appreciate her and everything she's done, and you know, I love knowing you guys. This is gonna be great.
Wait, but for real though, like that is bullshit. If we're like in a thing, because like this past years, besides the birth of my son, fucking suck. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah,
like really, you created a lot of bullshit. Yeah, fuck this shit.
It's like it's like there's a bunch of like an ant colony, you know, and like an ant colony, and like I'm gonna fucking put the little magnifying glass on the one, and they don't need to go through that. Like, why are we? If it's a simulation, what is it? A simulation in seeing how much fucking pain and horror we can inflict on a species?
Yeah, what are you getting at?
What is it?
Yeah,
I don't know. Why can't we live great? Why can't everybody live great? And it would solve the homeless thing too, like that we were talking about earlier. Like they wouldn't have to ask for fucking gas money for $1 for gas money because they would be set.
Yeah.
75 lives.
Bullet time again.
Yeah.
You give us bullet time at least?
Powers.
I really want bullet time. I don't know why.
You really do want bullet time.
Really do, man. I don't know what it is. I mean, you don't. I mean, the first time you saw it, weren't you like, holy fuck?
It'd be so sad.
I mean, I think the first time I saw it was Max Payne. No, it was the Matrix, huh? It was the first Matrix.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Max Payne, not the movie, the video game. The video game Max Payne.
Possibly, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You got to fact check that. I don't know when Max Payne video game came. I feel like that
that's
came
a
out
fact
after.
check.
No, I feel like the Max Payne video game came out before, but I don't know if the
Really?
early ones had bullet time. Yeah.
But like bullet time was, I think, the official name in like Max Payne. Like when you slow down time, I think it was called bullet time.
Oh, they owe
But
them
you should fact check that because I feel
royalties.
like I played Max Payne when I was a little kid, and I know that I was a kid when The Matrix came out too.
That
I mean,
explains a lot. No.
I'm still a little
Sean,
kid.
can you switch the question to do you want bullet time? Because my answer is
Yeah, my answer is fuck yes.
fuck.
You're just
Yeah.
cooking, and then out of nowhere, the room just starts spinning around you. Bullet time,
Dude,
all
there
the
was
time.
there was some really fucked up sequences in the Max Payne game. Do you guys remember that shit?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Wow, man, it's been such a long
Those
time.
nightmare sequences when like it would get like real dark and like nothing made sense and you're just
Oh,
running
yeah.
in infinite blackness and like you don't even know what's going on.
It was terrifying, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You don't even know where to go as a game. You're like should I go straight? Should I go right or like left? You don't even know because it was all like fucked up and like druggy and acidy and stuff, and it was weird.
Can you imagine
Well, didn't they
that
try
in
to
VR?
recreate that in the movie too?
Oh, I don't know.
When
They
did you ever
didn't.
see that?
Wasn't
I mean,
it
don't-
Mark Wahlberg?
It
The
was
actor.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
If
It
you
was.
if you guys have,
God damn it.
like nothing to do, maybe watch it. But they would take drugs and everything would just go like it would just go fucking like nuts and dark and I don't know. They had angel wings. I'm not sure, but I think they were trying to recreate that, and I just
Dude, didn't we go watch it together? The movie? Didn't you and Tom and I watch Max Payne in the movie theaters?
we did. I was gonna say I saw it in movie theaters.
Yeah,
I
with us,
apologize
with me.
that I didn't realize you were there. I'm really sorry.
that was you.
But you totally were.
Everything I said about Kevin, the first question when I was talking about being like a solid dude and good friends. Yeah,
Yeah, he never
What
called you back
defines
after
Kev is
that.
he's a piece of shit. Kevin's a piece
he
of
doesn't
shit.
care about his friends.
Yeah, he
and
hates his family.
And this emotion
Um,
is rational.
Yeah, you know what, dude? If you had the opportunity to get superpowers, don't fucking take it. Don't take it because I'm not going to survive.
Noted. But yeah, we did totally see that in movie theaters. Oh my god.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
I'm sorry, we got on Max Payne. I'm sorry.
I don't know. What that's how it goes here, dude. We just like we get off topic.
That's
so
how you
easily
roll.
here.
That's why we're out in space here, dude.
Yeah.
Um,
So we are,
I'm gonna hit the comments real quick because we haven't been. Well, I mean, we've kind of been looking, but
Yeah, there's a lot in there.
Mel says plug. Oh well, that was in response to Joe.
Plugging the
L.
show.
Once we enter the metaverse, Doc says, once we enter the metaverse, then we will be ... and we are willingly entering it.
So,
Dude,
metaverse is Matrix.
have you guys been up to date on the metaverse and like what that shit means?
I've been seeing people buy properties and shit, and I get it. But I am right now. I'm still in the angry old man phase of like, this is bullshit.
Right. Yeah, it is bullshit, dude. Kev, have you heard about the metaverse?
no.
Dude, so apparently the I'm gonna take one step back, and we won't diverge too much, but Facebook changed their name to Meta, so they're not Facebook anymore.
Oh wait, maybe I did, but I don't know all the details though. But
And
yeah,
this is not strictly a Facebook thing, but just for like some context and some overall information about it. Facebook changed the name to Meta, right? So they have the VR stuff with Oculus, and they're going full on virtual. Like they're putting all their chips in that like the virtual world is going to be the next hugest thing in our lives.
yeah.
Almost like fucking Wall-E, right? Where
Exactly
everybody's
like Wall-E.
that, and they don't exercise anymore, and nobody leaves their homes because they just put on the headset, and like you're at work and you're able to still work and do your work things, and like you never have to leave your home, and you can watch sporting events, and you can go hang out with your friends, and you can see your family, and you never have to leave your house, right? So like that's what they're building towards, and Sean, you might know a little bit more about it than I do, but like the metaverse is different than that Facebook thing. Like the metaverse is like some digital world where you can buy items
You
and
can buy land.
they cost you real money
Yeah.
and real land. Well, it's not land. Technically, it's storage or space.
Yeah. But
right?
it's in the metaverse, it's actually land. Like you have a designated spot that you can start building virtual houses, virtual concert venues, virtual whatever, and it's all costing you real money, regardless if you're using, like something on blockchain, like a coin or something, or cash out of your bank account. Either way, it's costing you real
yeah.
money, and like your people are starting to host concerts and host shows, or do build houses and sell houses in the metaverse.
What the fuck?
From their virtual fake fucking venue.
Yep. And
What is happening?
yeah,
Dude, you it's such a thing now that like people are spending. I just read an article. It was like somebody spent hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a yacht in the metaverse.
Yeah.
A virtual yacht.
Yeah.
A virtual yacht
To have
On the
parties
virtual
and shit.
ocean?
just to have in virtual space, which is infinite, and it's just gonna hang out there. I don't know what they're planning to do with it, but I feel like all these rich people, man, that are spending all this money on this shit know that something is coming. I feel like we're gonna get to a point where like physical bodies are not gonna be a thing anymore. Like we're gonna just upload our consciousness to something, right? To the metaverse. We're gonna upload our consciousness to the metaverse when we die. It's gonna cost money to do that. Like, do you want to die or do you want to live on forever in this virtual fucking place?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that's what these people are doing. What it tells me is that because they're spending so much money on this shit, people are like, all the rich people are like, yeah, I'm gonna go after it now. And you know what? You should believe the rich people because they're the ones that have the inside information on this stuff. Like if they're spending that much money on this shit, then I don't think it's that far off. I don't think it's fake.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous because it is, but I don't think that they're wrong.
They have the power to drive it, and just like the doctor said, dude, that could be Matrix, like 100%. Because can you imagine, right? So like 100 years from now, your body's well and gone, but if your consciousness is like, what is it, Dr. Zola, like inside a digital computer space, and like your grandkids can hop in there with a VR headset and come visit you.
Yeah, dude.
How nuts and like sick, but how just crazy, that is. And I don't think it's that far off from, our near future
not,
here.
Dude.
Which
it's
is
not
unreal.
That's what I think. And all the rich companies, all these fucking tech companies, I think that they're thinking about that kind of shit now because they don't want to die, like they want to live forever.
Yep.
So because we're in the age now where it's the most advanced, most successful. All these startups are making billions of dollars, and places like Facebook and all this stuff, and like, why would they want to just like die when they have the tech? When they figure they have the smartest minds in the world working for them to be able to like, hey, dude, like, look, I need you to keep me alive forever. What is that going to take? And so they've had people working on this shit, and if they're investing in it and they're going all in on it, I feel like we should listen a little bit. If you want to, your goal is to live forever, and your goal is to just like be in a place, because it's gonna be like what's fucked up though is it's gonna be like life. When you go into this virtual place, I feel like you're gonna have to pay more money to have the better experiences, which is which is really fucked up, right?
Always.
You're gonna have to pay a motherfucking ass ton just to get there, but then once you're there, you're gonna have to pay money to get the good experiences.
Yep.
It's gonna be fucked up, right? Like which is so insane because like why can't everybody just have good experiences? But no, there's going to be people in the real world that are going to be making money off of this stuff. And so, yeah, hey guys, if you want to live forever, you're going to have to pay us. And people are going to be like, "Okay, easily. I will kill my family to pay you, what I need to pay you to live forever." It's going to be wild, dude. It's going to be wild.
If you live in a socialist country, you might be able to live forever for free. But if you want a better experience, then it might cost you. But
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, in America, yeah, it's different here.
Yeah, when you're 98, just move to Canada, dude, and then you'll live forever for free. Like,
but dude, have you ever seen people at 98? Like, I've seen somebody at fucking 82, and they look like a fucking goblin. You know what I mean? Like it's tough.
100%.
Like I'm coming around the corner, just because they know that they're so super scary looking.
Yeah. Just warning
so
everyone.
Pretty much, we're not in the Matrix now, but it sounds like we're gonna be at some point in time.
We're in the Matrix origin story.
Yeah. This is the origin of the Matrix right now.
Zuckerberg's at the helm of it all.
Yeah, Kev, I'm sorry, I didn't give you a really direct response to that question.
I don't think there was a direct one, man. I mean, you kind of just scared the living shit out of me. I think that's.
Don't listen to me because I'm a psychopath, so I don't know. Don't listen to everything I'm saying.
All right, I can't wait to tell Laura about this. Holy cow!
Yeah, just tell her to listen to twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks, and it's every fucking Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. PST.
You come in here for the therapeutic sessions and you stay for the scaring the shit out of yourself. So
yeah,
that's just how it rolls every Wednesday.
You guys got a great concept going.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's the first and last show, so it's one of those kinds of things.
We'll see you in the metaverse.
Yeah, Sean, you should cue the exit music. That would have been. Yeah, we'll see you guys.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm laughing. Oh shit,
dude. We haven't even finished yet. Good Lord.
Man. Yeah, we got one
How
more.
is this even a show?
I don't know, man.
I don't even yeah, I don't even understand.
It's wild out here. In the pre metaverse. Let's go, dude. The last one's another good one. It's a fitting question for what we were just talking about. What is the difference between living and being alive? Is it the body? Is it the human body now?
Now I don't even know anything anymore. I feel like all the answers I just gave tonight don't even mean anything anymore. It's all some Zuckerberg. Yeah.
Yeah, let's join the metaverse and pay it, and then just kill ourselves.
Ask him if my emotions are rational or not, because I don't know anymore.
Oh shit!
Living and being alive. Well, let's break this down.
Yeah, because I kind of have my thoughts.
Living just means that you have been birthed. Right, and you are breathing oxygen.
You exist.
And you need food to survive, and you also need social interaction to survive. And so, I feel like that is what living means. Being alive, I think, you need to satiate your impulse, like not impulses, but like your desires to be good at what you do. Everybody needs interests, and like Kevin and I, we like playing music. Being alive to us, I mean, and to me, and Kev, I can't speak for you, but being alive to me, like for some of the times in my life, has been being on stage, like doing what you want to do, and also doing what you feel like what your purpose is. So authors or people that are good at writing, they write books, and to them, I bet being alive is seeing their book come out and doing really well, and everybody loving their book. They poured their heart and soul into it, and that's what you're doing. It's just kind of seeing what you like to do as a person and seeing that explode and do really well. Just doing the things that you enjoy. Because there are people, which sucks, but there's a lot of people that do things they don't enjoy just to do them, and they're stuck and they're depressed and they don't, they're not alive. They're just kind of just doing what they have to do, and it's sucking the life out of them, and they're stuck. They're stuck in that place. So there is a difference, and the difference is, am I gonna do and put 150% into what I actually want to do, because that's gonna make me happy, right? It's gonna make me happy. I like playing music. I like doing this show. God forbid we don't get canceled, but doing this show, and that makes me feel alive is when we're able to do things like this. And
which show is that,
like
Marcus?
kind of stuff. It's twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. PST. And and you know what I'm saying, dude?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass this off now because
Kev, you can jump on it.
So.
Sean, do you want to take this one? I have to grab a beverage, so pretend you're here.
Yeah, I'll take this one. So yeah, I agree with Marcus. I feel like one of the main differences between living and being alive is, being on Legion of Geeks every Wednesday, twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks at 6:15 PST. But I also agree with what Mel said. She said, being a pug owner, as a pug owner, I'm alive as fuck, 100%, because they're insane. So I feel like living is just like existing, and being alive, I feel like is unfortunately our society forces us to do a lot of shit that we don't want to do, and so when you're doing something you want to 100%, and it's all 100% passion based,
yes,
absolutely, that's being alive. Whether
it's passion based,
whether it's rocking out with Set Sail the band.
Thanks for the plug, baby.
Yeah,
appreciate
on Spotify, iTunes, and hopefully at a venue near you, or whether it's being on another podcast, like Heroes and Brews, talking about more comic books and beers. So whatever you love to do.
Still alive, I feel like that would be relevant. But
I
should have let you know beforehand, Sean, that that one is it's dead. It's gone.
Dude, Superman died. It's comic based,
well,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
But this is like the rebirth. The black suit Superman is what we're doing.
Yeah, we're Bizarro.
Yeah, the mullet though, absolutely the mullet, 100%.
Yeah. I'll cut this into a flat top and look like Captain Planet.
Oh, yeah. Captain Planet's not a bad place to be. Mel says, "Sorry, you heard me laugh in the background." We actually didn't. I think that the Discord,
noise cancellation,
the audio,
yeah, we got a lot of stuff on here.
Is good.
Yeah. And you guys didn't hear the pug being alive earlier and going absolute. No, we didn't. As soon as I hit start streaming, he just decided, he was gonna rage, and so he just went to town on our cabinets, on our front door, and started. So Kev,
you weren't here for the first podcast, or we keep calling it podcast, but I should start saying streaming because we stream first. But every the first few episodes that Sean and I ever did together, is little Michael would go and take a shit like right as soon as it starts, like as soon as we started. He just knew it was on cue. He would go, he would take a shit, and then the very first time was the funniest because Sean didn't say anything and
I
didn't
just sat through it, dude.
Just sat and just like smelled the shit that was just wafting behind him, just living in the shit, breathing it in, tasting it almost. It was like,
oh yeah.
Permanent piss face.
That's incredible.
Oh man. But Kev, yeah, where are you at on this one?
So I feel like you guys pretty much nailed it. So that's it. No, but for real.
Yeah, I'm done. Good night, guys.
But no, I definitely think like we're just us being here. We're just living. You know, we're here. We're present.
Sure.
But
Where are you at? Where are you at, Kev?
What's that?
Where are you at currently?
This is my apartment.
Yeah, but on you're talking on twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks.
Oh yeah,
on
you
a
forgot to
Wednesday?
plug us, dude.
Which is on Wednesdays at 6:15 PST. For anybody who wanted to know that. There you go. My bad, guys. And I'm like, I'm at my apartment right now in Pennsylvania. Where are you guys?
With bullet time.
Anyways, yeah, it's a lot later for me over here. But I think being alive, I think passion is that was such a perfect word to use. I think it's easy for us to get stuck a lot and complacent, and I've been a victim of that, you know. But I think it's really important for people to really take a step back and really take advantage of life and opportunities that you know that could be given to you or are given to you, and to really enjoy the time that you're given. You know, I know it sounds so cliche, you know, one life to live and all this kind of stuff, but it's fucking true, you know? It's fucking true. And I think it's extremely important that we, you know, I always tell people it's so important to find things that you're passionate about, what you love, and really put your all into that. And even if that passion doesn't end up being a dream job or a career for you, really take advantage of those opportunities as much as you can. Because I think that it's important for you to be happy. And I know the things that I'm passionate about, you know, unfortunately, I don't know if they'll ever be a career or not, but I don't take it for granted. And I try to, I try to just take advantage of that and live life, you know, to the fullest as much as I can. So I feel like I'm repeating a lot of what both of you said, because I think you both had perfect answers. But yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
Kev, you are a fucking stallion, my man.
you are. So we're gonna leave.
We're good. Yeah, this is. I guess you're taking over our show now.
Yeah.
I know you're not looking at the comments for our and like I'm so sorry we didn't even explain to you that Sean and I are on our Twitch page, so we're looking at
Yes.
comments of people that are watching the stream right now and like answering them. I'm sure you picked up on that, but there were some comments while you were talking. Apparently, Sean's wife thinks that you're very, very funny.
Oh, thank you.
You know, capital LOL. So I'm quitting. I'm quitting the show. You're gonna take over.
Same here. It's
your show now.
This is all you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it the sunflowers? Is it the sunflowers?
It's the sunflowers. No, but everybody who's watching is now seeing for the first time what I've known for a very long time, which is why, you know, Kev is my best friend. He's the best. Kev is the best guy in the world.
Oh, well, dude, thank you. No, I mean, this has been a fucking blast, and that's why the first time you guys did this segment, I was super into it, and I was like, this would be it. Like, this is a perfect segment. I mean, just like three dudes, three good-looking guys. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe not so much me, but at least two really good-looking guys and another dude.
And some guy in a
having
beanie.
some drinks and just Googling because that's what I did. I just Googled philosophical questions.
100%.
And just choosing which one sounded good to me, and that's it.
Dude, that's a perfect segment. Two good-looking dudes and
another guy.
And another guy. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But like
there you go.
it's never quite known, you know, like what that means. So everybody has to just like kind of they make that assumption for themselves. because everybody thinks differently. So whoever's watching, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy looks great," or "This guy looks great,"
They're
or
gonna
like,
be
"This guy looks great."
Oh, it's so nice of you guys to have Marcus on the show. No,
Hey, can you guys like kick Marcus off the show? Can we get somebody else in here?
I see Marcus. Wait, does everybody have their name underneath their square?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, you have my name?
Yeah. I got Kev under
shit, 'cause
there.
I can't see it because I got
You
him
know
on.
what, Sean? As much fun as I've had with you, I feel like I've set you guys up in a good place, and I'm gonna gracefully bow out after this one. You guys are good, yeah.
That's just how it goes, right? Yeah, just rotate people in, right?
You got to sub people out, yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to do it for the show.
100%.
Whatever the fans want is what the fans want, and if they want to see Kev, then I'll go fuck myself after this one.
Nah, dude, that's ridiculous.
We do got some good chat going on. So game zone's back. I think living is doing what you want, carefree, absence of money, while being alive means reliance on someone. For instance, someone incapacitated in a wheelchair or in a coma is alive, but they're not living life. 100%. That's kind of what we're saying.
Every time Game Zone talks, I just feel like I become more stupid.
Yeah, the doc always has something to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just, if you could, I don't know, Marcus, Sean, if you could just go back and just delete everything I just said about the living question.
While we do that, I'm gonna go pee. So you guys continue this for a sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I would, dude. I would definitely go. Stay in there for a bit.
Oh shit. Okay, and then after that we got Joe Dizzle, and he says, I'm almost 40. I love Marvel. I'm a sneakerhead. Wear my hat backwards. I think we're the same person, Joe Dizzle. And love the Judgment. Connived a hot chick to somehow marry me. Yeah, we're definitely the same person, and would trade money for benefit of the doubt on people, because we all people and each other's peeps. 100%, dude. Couldn't agree with you more. I too wear my hat backwards. And I'm almost 40 as well. Yeah. Mel says your wife is beautiful. Tell her I said hi, Joe Dizzle. 100%. Yeah, and just to remind everybody, this is taking place, in the non-metaverse every Wednesday at twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks, 6:15 PST.
You guys got me so nervous about this metaverse thing.
Yeah,
just gonna go research it
tonight, dude.
Like I know it may have sounded like I was joking, but I'm like legitimate. Like I don't know what to do right now.
Yeah, when you're when you're in California, you get all the insanity that comes with it, dude. With all like all the insane tech and what the billionaires and shit are doing here. Like, yeah, you have no choice but to hear it and to try to understand it, dude. So.
See, we just on the East Coast, we're just fucking angry, and we just want to, we want the Eagles to win a Super Bowl again, and if they don't, then we just want to fire everybody on the team. That's literally
or when they do win, they eat shit, literally.
Yeah, Sean. I don't know if Marcus filled you in on that little gem of a story, but yeah, so when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, I mean, normal people would be like, oh, I'm so fucking pumped, like my team, like I've been waiting all these years for this, and maybe cry a little bit, get emotional, hug their loved ones, like, look, we finally did it. There was actually a guy in Philadelphia that, one of them cop horses or a horse cop. I'm not really sure how you.
A horse cop.
I don't know. I think when I said,
did the horse have a uniform on?
Horse cop.
Yeah. So in Philadelphia, we actually have horses that wear like police uniforms.
With nobody on the back. It's just the horse.
No. The horse is the police officer. So
he's got a gun. He's got a fucking gun in his pouch.
Yeah, but he can't like grab it because he's got hooves. Anyways, so I don't know. We're trying to figure that out. So the horse shit on the street. and the Eagles fan was so pumped that we won. He thought, you know what? I'm gonna put this shit right in my mouth. because I don't know what else to do.
You
because
guys are
my
insane.
team won, and I'm so happy. And he actually put the poop in his mouth and he ate it. He was that happy. And listen, Sean, I'll tell you, I'm a huge Eagles fan. I love the Eagles.
Yeah,
I would never eat.
they're a great band.
I would never eat. Yeah, they're all right. But the Eagles, I would never eat poop. I would never eat poop if they win. I think that's really fucked up.
But as fucked up as it sounds, I still think it's rational.
Oh, get out of here, Sean! You're in the metaverse.
Yeah, you're gone, dude. Actually, you know what? I was like checking myself out of the show. I think it's just gonna be my and Kev's show now, dude.
Yep. I'll see you guys later.
Look, he's Kogashuka with me right now. You see it?
Oh, your camera's too small. Hold on.
No. Oh, dude, that's gonna be great. Nah, he was doing it. I was. Yeah, he Kogashuka with me for sure.
That's funny, dude. Now that the camera's on him, he's like, I'm not doing shit.
Dude, he was literally standing on my shoulder. Anyways, I don't know. We were talking about something, and then we went to people eating shit, and then Kogashuko, and I don't know.
Yeah,
we didn't. I don't know.
We didn't stop at the horse top.
Watching this show, I'm really sorry that I discussed that story. But
we got to go back to the horse
story,
top, dude.
I love that story. It's my favorite because it's like, how could you do that? How could somebody even want to do that?
The crazy thing is, like, I found out later. So what happened was after the Eagles won the Super Bowl, I went into work and my boss came out of his office and he was like, did you guys hear about that dude that ate shit yesterday when the Eagles won? And he did. I don't know. That's just how we are. We're passionate fans over here. We're so passionate that we eat poop.
Have you guys won since that?
What do you mean, like a Super Bowl? Or?
Yeah, Super Bowl.
No.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
no way, dude.
Maybe that's a curse, dude. Maybe it's that guy's fault. Maybe he's got to do it again. Man. He's got to do it again to reverse the curse, dude.
My team hasn't won a Super Bowl since 1989. So it's like if we have to eat shit to win a Super Bowl, I'll eat shit right now. I'll eat my cat shit. I'll go into the litter box right now, and I will fucking shovel it down my face.
It's got to be horse top.
I believe he would eat poop for the Raiders to win the Super Bowl.
I would eat some shit for the Raiders to win a Super Bowl.
Buddy, I know you would.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck being a superhero, but eat some shit for a Super Bowl.
You would eat shit. You definitely would.
I would do whatever it takes.
You are living, friend. You're not.
Whatever it takes, dude. Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
This is Avengers Endgame here, but just for my team winning the Super Bowl. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, man. Poop.
Oh gosh,
do we have one question, or did we?
That
was
went
it,
through them all. I think we should be on the eating shit stuff.
Yep. the officer Ed.
Yeah.
That's so
nice.
Funny.
Joel, his wife is a Raider fan. Good, bro. That's amazing. I'm sorry also, just because I know. I mean, I'm sorry for her. Like, it hurts me as much as it hurts her. I've been a fan since I was a little baby, so
yeah,
I've been going through a lot of pain.
Joel likes pain too because he's a Cowboys fan. But
buddy,
real quick.
Yeah, we came out on the good end of that one a couple weeks ago on Thanksgiving.
Real quick though, dude, just because I love the irony of this. So
this is great.
So Texas's or for Cowboys, one of their early mascots. I don't think it's still the mascot, but they had an armadillo as a unofficial mascot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it probably should still be.
Armadillos. I just found out today that they're immigrants.
What?
Armadillos are South American originally, and they immigrated up through Texas and Florida, dude. So Dallas Cowboys, America's team, their mascot, who their team, Texas has a problem with immigration, but their team mascot is an immigrant. I just thought that was a great Easter egg.
Leave it up to Jerry Jones to do that.
Kevin and I feel a certain way about Jerry Jones.
I like to call Jerry Jones Leatherface. You guys ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Watch it if you haven't, and then Google Jerry Jones, and you'll be like, "Oh fuck,
I have no idea who that guy is, so I'm out
Oh,
of it.
he's the owner of the Cowboys. It's
Jerry Jones looks like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Maybe this is
Yeah.
how we get canceled. Is some random Cowboy fan at Twitch.
Like Jerry Jones.
Joe says he loves Jerry. Do you really, dude? Or no? Oh yeah, because your wife's a Raider fan. That's right. So you do love Jerry. But dude, yeah, Jerry looks like he should have died like 17 years ago, but he hasn't yet, and he's still holding on.
Jesus.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, one thing. One thing that we didn't discuss at the top of the show, but I'll discuss it here. You know, we're trying to keep these things, audibly entertaining. So this first part of the segment's going to be all up everywhere. You know, Spotify, iTunes playlist, and on YouTube. But you know, from here on out, what you're going to be seeing is only available at twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks every Wednesday, 6:15 PST. Just so we keep our, our podcast portions, not too crazy long. So nobody wants to hear us talk for 4.5 hours.
Yeah, I mean maybe 10 minutes at best. So we're really stretching it here. That's why we're saying this, guys. I mean, there's only so much you can take, of this shit. This is salt on your ears. So we try to keep it concise. We're trying to get better at it.
Trying to help you, yeah. So
I mean, granted, the session right now is going on 2 hours, but we're trying to do the best we can. Sometimes it goes off the rails, and we'll see.
Oh, Joel says Jerry actually messaged him yesterday that Legion of Geeks is on every Wednesday at 6:15 PST at twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks.
You're not wrong, brother. You're not wrong. You are. You're right in the pocket with us. I appreciate you for the plug. That's great.
Yeah. Tell Jerry he said thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tell Jerry. I feel like he's getting pretty old, right? So I mean, he needs a little bit less say for the owners in the NFL. I think that he needs to start planning his replacement and just get the fuck out of there. I mean, every time I look at him on screen, when the game is close,
get the fuck out
it looks like, yeah, with all due respect, because, I appreciate you showing up to our shows, dude. Jerry just needs to, how do I put this lightly? He needs to retire. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
just have him go away. Have him go away.
Get out of here. Yeah.
He says no. He's not telling him shit. Well, I mean, that's fine. That's fine too. But yeah, don't look. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh man.
Oh, you know what owner I love?
No, not you, bud. I'm saying Jerry, go away. not you. Yeah, I'm not talking to you.
Come back. It's just Jerry Jones.
Can't retire from greatness.
You know who's the owner in the NFL?
Who's that?
Robert Kraft. You know why? He's just always hammered. He's just always drunk. Did you ever see him?
Yeah. And he also gets fucking like happy ending massages during Super Bowl week. Yeah. And everybody just glosses over that. Nobody says anything. It's like, it's just Robert being Robert.
You know him. You know him.
Yeah, that was a little bump in the road. That wasn't great. But other than that, Robert just likes to party. I don't know. I hate the Patriots. Fuck them. But yeah, I don't Robert Kraft. I don't know. There's something about that little guy that just I don't know. It's charming. What are we doing?
Yeah, I think we're trying to segue to the next thing.
I was just about to ask you guys where you guys want to go from here.
Well, let's end the podcast, right? So thank you everybody for watching and listening. Well, I mean, if it's a podcast, you're not watching, but
it could be on YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube, I promise. And that'll be what this is. And thank for whoever's watching on the podcast format. Thank you very much. Let us know what kind of questions you want us to ask next time. Throw it in any of our comments and any of the platforms that we have. Let us know. We had a really great time. Kev, fucking thank you for being on the show. Finally, I was trying to get you on for so long. I mean, Sean and I would love to have you back whenever you want to come on.
I really appreciate that. No, for real. Like, thank you guys so much. I think you guys have an amazing show. You two are great hosts. I genuinely mean that. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass at all. I really.
My wife already said you're funny, dude. You don't gotta.
What's that?
My wife already said you're funny. You don't gotta fucking.
I know. Yeah. Now
ass,
you have
dude.
to be humble. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're like
You making me and Sean look bad.
You're
Mike,
do me a favor and just shut the fuck up and get off the fucking thing already.
My girlfriend and his wife are gonna leave us for you, and like I don't even understand.
That's insane.
I was just trying to have you on the show, dude.
All right, so everybody, thank you. This is the last time I've ever come to be on Legion of Geeks. It was a pleasure, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you again.
No, you've been awesome, dude. You know, it's been good. I talked to you, you know, briefly before. I think right after the Fantastic Four episode I did with the other podcast. But yeah, dude, good dude. Everything Marcus has said about you has been a lie, so I'm glad it was. So no, you've been awesome, bro. Yeah, go be with your family, get off the internet. You know, and we'll try to pick up the show from here. I don't know if we'll be able to do as good of a job or hold the viewership, but
you guys are fine.
Appreciate you, bro.
But honestly, we're just doing this for the podcast, though, Kev. So, but like, please stay on for a second after we're done. Once we do this. But thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
See you guys.
Peace.
And
okay, so that part is done. Everybody who's still watching on Twitch, Joel says he's got a question. What's your question, brother?
by the way, we in the future we may have a call in. We may be able to do a call in. So
Wait, what do you mean? What does that mean?
That's cool shit.
People can hang and chat, but if they have a question or if they want to do something with us, we can have a number for the show and people can call in.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great, dude. That's awesome.
That's cool. That's really cool.
That'd be helpful.
He says, "What time next week? PST." Yes, sir. This is the PST show.
Be funny.
Penis Standard Time is what we're doing. That's when we're doing the show.
It's a very short show. Yeah, every Wednesday, 6:15.
It's always 6:15. Phil, I was like, why 6:15? Because it's always like it's not like 6:00 or 6:30, but 6:15.
Somehow we couldn't make 6, but I feel like we've been consistent with making 6:15.
We have.
I don't fucking know why. I don't make the rules, but that's just, dude. It works.
Yeah, it works. I don't know. 6:15, bud. Joel says, "Let me donate." Oh man, so we can get a banner.
I don't know. So we can get a banner. Yeah, I don't know if donations. I don't know, but yeah, well,
how does that work, Sean? So that's all you.
Yeah, we're right at the beginning. I think once we get affiliated, then we can start getting subscribers on Twitch. The number one thing right now is getting followers. So the best thing you guys can do, and it's also free right now, is just tell your friends, get your friends in here. Because once we get that, I think it's a 50 follower count.
Yeah, we're at 27, guys.
We're at 27.
We're more than halfway. We're almost there.
Yeah. So just tell your friends, get them to, even if they don't watch us, just fucking follow. It's free. We may even start to pay people if we don't get there. No, but
hey, you know what? We're not below that. So I mean, I've paid for much worse. So
what?
What? No. Let's gloss over that statement.
No, hold on. Mel Machoff just followed. My wife just followed.
She wasn't following before?
No. She just followed for Kevin.
Up.
She just followed for Kev.
She unfollowed to follow. Oh my god. Hey, we have 27 now. So I mean, that's
We're
good.
back to 27.
We're back, baby. We're on the fucking road to 50.
It's only up from here, guys. It's only up from here.
It's only up from here. There are still people watching, so
Game
thank you for
Zone,
everybody that's still
appreciate
watching
you.
the stream.
Um,
Yeah, this has been great. Jarrell says, "Yo, I don't know how this shit works either."
Yeah,
Dude, honestly, I mean, I'm half of the show, and I don't even know how this shit works. I just leave it to Sean and his good graces, and he helps with all this
trying.
shit.
I'm trying, but I'm forgetting a lot of shit and
He
just
says, "Do I
remembering it.
follow? Can he follow us yet?"
Yeah,
Yeah, he can follow, right?
yeah. I'm pretty sure you already do.
Yeah,
Joe
follow us,
Jizzle.
baby. If you haven't,
Yeah, just it's the little heart button that looks like a like right below the video. And then the other thing that people can do too that's free is hosting our stream. It helps with the bullshit algorithm that nobody really understands, but hosting gets us recommended to more people who are just browsing on Twitch. So host on mobile, it should be under like share. Excuse me. Otherwise, there should be a button to the right below the video when you're watching our stream on a computer.
oh, dude, he got Twitch just for us.
Yep.
Appreciate you, brother.
True, homie.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. We're just trying to showcase, our not even us as individuals, but just like hanging out. Like I wanted to create a show where we just were able to talk about ourselves and give our opinions. And whenever we would talk, I just felt a good vibe between Sean and I. And Kev and I have always had this, and that's why I've always been trying to get him on the show. But just hopefully people like what we want to talk about, and this is great. I've never personally been involved in Twitch before this, so this is also new to me too. And Sean's been tweeting me. He's been teaching me about Twitch, and it's been awesome. Like the interaction, I've been missing out on a lot of stuff. So appreciate you following, dude, and always being active in the chat and hanging
And just
out
being
and
here,
giving us questions to outside questions to discuss outside of the stuff that we do. And very much appreciate it, man. So thank you so much.
100%. And yeah, dude. And Joel, like you and I talked when we first met. It's just talking about Marvel shit. Like your wife can only handle so much, so it's like, it's like we need an outlet, bro. So like when I met these guys, like it was just nice to have a fucking outlet to talk about nerd shit that doesn't really matter in the world, but it's like still hella interesting and to theorize. So if we can Trojan horse everybody with like this nerd show and then get into some real like therapeutic topics and philosophical questions.
Yeah, man.
I fucking love it, dude.
We're here for that. I know we try and keep it light and like fun and funny, and try and take serious questions and turn them into, because we like to make things light. We'll just make it light. But if you like this kind of shit, which it sounds like you do, maybe we should do more of these segments, Sean, and not necessarily just always the superhero shit.
Yeah, 100%.
It started out that way, but I mean, we can always geek out on these questions. And Kev, again, is really great for you to be on. And this just to get, obviously you've gained fans tonight, just from your one appearance on the show.
Yeah.
You have fans now. You stole Sean's wife from him, so
yeah.
No, that's fucking cool. And hey, I really appreciate that. This is tons of fun to do. It really was. This was a great time. This is probably one of the better Wednesdays I've ever had in my life.
Wow, that's a big statement.
This is probably one of my favorite Wednesdays. Yeah. I said it.
Awesome, dude.
Hold on, guys. Yeah. I gotta kiss him goodbye. Mel's about to pack him up and take him East Coast. So.
Oh yeah, do your thing.
I'll see you later, dude.
East Coast. Wait, where's Mel going?
She's
gonna
go seek out Kev. She's leaving, bro.
She's leaving. Bye, little Michael. I'm glad that you're not all fucked up on drugs anymore.
Oh shit.
Without context, yeah, that sounds funny, but he had like a surgery done on his.
Yeah, he got it. he got a nose job and he was on drugs for about a week. So bugs, human engineering fucks up their face and like makes them like hard to breathe out their nose and like in their mouth. So there's actually a surgery to kind of reverse, the kind of fucked up things we did and make them have a better life. So he got a full on nose job. He's got the Greco-Roman now. He's got a nice little bridge right here.
Ooh, little Michael.
All right.
Little Michael. I like it.
He goes by
Okay,
Miguel. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, you guys, we have actually, funny enough, more viewers now than we have had the entire show. So, Sean, how do you want to do this? Because you're the Twitch person. How does this work?
So what do you guys want to keep going with the questions? Do you guys want to hop over to that drawing segment?
I think we should do the extend your A4 segment.
Okay.
Let's test this out because we got to test the waters. And Kev, you're more than welcome to stay on, dude, and hang out. If you have to go, you have to go, and that's fine. We'll probably lose like half our viewers if you go, but
no, you will not stop that. I might have to go as much as I want to stay.
No, yeah, you're good.
You're good, bud. You can go.
Unfortunately, it's 11:30 on the East Coast, and this guy hasn't even eaten dinner yet. So it's
dude.
But no, this was a fucking blast, and I would love to do this with you guys again. And Sean Marcus did fill me in on the inside joke with the Extender A4. So I would love to be a part of this at some point. And it sucks. I wish I could stay, but unfortunately, I think I might have to dip out for the evening.
Dude. If you got to go, you got to go. You have a baby and you have a wife, you have family and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely do your thing.
Yeah.
But again, thank you guys so much for having me on, and this was a fucking blast. Thank you again.
Yeah, this was so much
hell
fun,
yeah,
dude.
buddy. I'd love to have you on again sometime soon.
All right, guys. Thank you again.
Later, bud.
Later.
All right, later, guys.